Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Today we're going to talk about not Battlefield 6, my bad. We're talking about Delta Force and some of the tips and tricks and things that I have found to help new players. Let's take a look at just the basics. So when you get started, this is obviously the start screen. The first thing that I like to do every day when I log on is come up here into the mail category, and you'll see in the system tab there's going to be a bunch of these like presents. You get these rewards pretty much every day, so you can just claim them all. Now these specific rewards, some of them, like these things here, these are for a different game mode, for the operations game mode. We're going to be talking about warfare specifically today. Once you've claimed all of those, you can go into the notice tab. There'll be more. They really like giving gifts in this game from what I've found, so definitely check these tabs every day. So after you've checked your mail, probably the next thing that you're going to want to take a look at down here. So this little menu down here, we have the chat, we have the collection, we have marketplace, we have the store, we have the battle pass, of course, and we have events, seasonal events. So let's go into our collection. In the collection, this is where you're going to see all of the cosmetics, all the different like skins that you have for your weapons. Same with melee items. Now these items, this is where we got some of those rewards. Remember, some of these are all to be used in the other mode. Now these here, the intermediate weapon XP, these are all your different, so intermediate, basic, secondary weapon XP token. Here's our warfare 2x XP card, so we're going to go ahead and use this, and you can see I have 4, so we're just going to use them all. So each time I play a match, afterwards you'll get that double XP added. And same with this here, we're going to use this merit card as well. We could just use all 5, so that's fine. And we have a merit protection card, so let's go ahead and use that too. Charms, weapon charms, so these are the things that come out of the turbricks and can be applied to your weapons as like an extra little skin. That's a cool one. So yeah, they can be applied in tandem, with skins and add a little more customization to your weapons. Just know, so a turbrick, T-U-R brick, turbrick, these are honestly the lesser rewards, if you will. They'll give you things like these little charms, things like that. So we have 4 of these turbricks, so we can go ahead and scan one, and we can just skip the little animation there, and then there we go, there's our little charm thing there. Great. The ones that you really want are what's called a mandel brick. These get you really cool weapon skins and animations and all this really cool stuff. Now you can get mandel bricks. There's a couple different ways you can get them. You could buy them, of course, or you could just play the game and you get a mandel brick if you have the battle pass, or if you play, I believe it's like 50 matches. Each match you play, you get an extra chance of getting a mandel brick. So just honestly play the game and you'll get them. You don't have to, if you want to, go ahead, purchase them, but totally not worth, not that it's not worth it, but it's not necessary. You don't have to buy them, just cosmetics. And to open a mandel brick, you also need what's called a quantum key. Okay, I hope you're still with me here. Quantum keys can, I think, also be bought, of course, but you also get them just from playing the game, from the battle pass, from completing challenges. Sometimes they give you quantum keys just in that little system tab that we went to in the mail menu. They'll give you quantum keys all the time, so you don't really have to purchase them all that much. And of course, so if you scan 72 mandel bricks, then you get one of these. This is the main reward, but you also have a chance of getting this from any time you scan. But if you scan 72 total, then you're guaranteed to get one. I unfortunately don't have a mandel brick at this time, but I do have 9 keys. Okay, so that covers pretty much the basics of some of the things that you should be checking daily. Let's go ahead and let's break down what merit is. So merit is it's essentially skill-based matchmaking. So you can see I have this what's called grade enabled, this little button here, which means that I am going to be loosely matched up with people that are around my skill level or around my merit, which this is my rank here is Colonel 1. If you click these little hamburger buttons here, or the hamburger menu, as I've called them, hamburger buttons, it'll show you this is the rankings. So promote your military rank by earning merit. So merit is just score. So starting off, you'll be not ranked, and then you'll have to go through all of the different all of the different levels here. So I'm right here at Colonel 1. When you get into like the general level, this is where you get special. I think you get like a cool like icon or player icon, and then the marshal. I believe you get like a title or a player card. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to play, if you want to just kind of play without leveling up or merit earning or losing merit, you could just uncheck this button, and then you'll play against anybody. But I like to keep it on. It's kind of fun, the progression. When you're ready to play a game, you can come right here in the bottom right here, and this is where you could choose a different game mode. So my favorite is attack and defend. It's pretty simple. It's basically like Rush, or there was essentially a attack and defend mode in Battlefield 6. I believe it's called Breakthrough, where you have to capture a point on a map, and then once that sector is captured by the offense, then the defense has to retreat to the next sector. So if you're on the attacking team, the goal is to go all the way to the enemy headquarters and capture all sectors. The defense is trying to eliminate the enemy. So in each sector, the attacking team, only has so many resources available. They only have so many lives. You start out with 400. Each time you capture a sector, you gain 115 lives. King of the Hill, pretty standard. Just capture a point, 2 sides, for 1 point. Victory Unite, I have not played this mode a whole lot, so I think we're just going to skip that one for now, because to be honest, I would recommend starting with one of these 2 modes. Hill of Iron, it's King of the Hill just with heavy vehicles, so this is a good one if you want to learn how to play tanks and use some of the abilities and things like that. And battle practice, you could practice against AI, but you don't need to do that. You could just jump into attack and defend. Okay, so now we got all that out of the way, I think that we are ready to begin playing. I'm going to play as the engineer. Honestly, I don't know how to... I think his name is David, so we'll just call him David. These are the different types. So you have like basically an assault, your support or medic, the engineers, and then you have your snipers. And the first thing that we want to do as an engineer is find out where any of our tanks are. So this is the flag that we're trying to defend. That's an enemy tank. I'm going to see if I can jump into that thing. Oh shit, okay, maybe not. So I got a rocket launcher here, and our teammate's down. We're going to try to take out that tank, but he's pretty powerful. And as you can see in the front of the screen there's enemies. They're on this objective. Let's see if we can take this guy out. There we go. Another good shot. One more should do it here. Oh shit! Oh my god. He jumped out. Okay, we got our teammates in. Let me see if I can repair. Here's a repair tool, just like in Battlefield 6. Okay, one thing you're going to notice in this game is the smoke grenades are like out of control. So oftentimes you're not going to be able to see through a lane or see what's happening, but just shooting through the lane is honestly the best idea, or just throwing a grenade, because the smoke grenades are out of control. You can also build things too, or you could build cover. So if I do 6 here, you can see outlined, we can build some extra... Oh shit, we got an enemy vehicle. Anyway, let me go back to building. You could build these like sandbags and extra defenses for your team. Now, reviving... So I can revive squad mates, but I can't revive other teammates. Only medics can revive anybody, but I can only revive my squad mates. You'll also find these all over the map, these zip lines, so you can move to different angles. Alright, so we found ourselves in a vehicle. This is one of the best vehicles, to be honest, the Tank Destroyer. It is a 40mm autocannon. and this thing just shreds through anybody. Can repair vehicles by hitting G on the keyboard, and that'll automatically repair up to a certain amount. Got him. There we go. Tank Destroyer might be, it's one of the best, it's one of the faster vehicles, and it also has this crazy ass cannon. Just like in Battlefield, you know, with these vehicles, you don't necessarily need to be camping all the way in the back or like sniping with the tank and, you know, whatever. Like, get up in there. Alright, so this vehicle, this is a troop transport. Take that guy out. Okay. Alright, we gotta get out of there. So I hit G to repair, and then I also hit X to do the smoke. These vehicle supply stations, these will repair your vehicle to full health. Super, super helpful. They are on a timer, so just be careful. If you're taking a lot of damage, you may have to find another one. This is that troop transport. We want to take this guy out immediately. Now, we have to be careful because we've been marked as a high-value target, meaning that our location is being displayed to the enemy. Oh, yeah. He's done. And they finally got us. But we have 29 kills, so that's pretty insane. So now that we have a bunch of points, you can see we're at the top there with 20,000 points, 29 kills. I'm going to go ahead and hit 5, and these are basically your kill streaks. So these you can call in vehicles, strategic beacons to help respawn a bunch of teammates. This is a smoke barrage, artillery barrage, and this is basically a nuke. So let's call in our nuke here, and I'm going to call it in right on our objective, like right there. This is honestly the most powerful kill streak that I've ever seen in a game. There it is, the guided missile. It's essentially, it's just going to nuke the whole, this whole objective is going to get destroyed practically. So here it comes. And check out how many kills we got from that alone. The guided missiles, so they're the most expensive, or the most, they require the most amount of points to get, but they're honestly the most useful kill streak that you'll get in the game. Now, on the vehicle drops here, you can call in a tank, an anti-air. There's a whole host of different vehicles and things that can help turn the tide of the battle for you. With my specific class gadget here, I have it open by pressing X. This is our like guided missile rocket kind of a deal, and you'll see the ability of this thing here if we can get it off. Some controlling. Oh shit! There we go. So you can control it by just turning your mouse or steering it. When it explodes, there's like 5 or 6 grenades also open up with it, so it's a very powerful gadget. So this vehicle, this assault vehicle, is super powerful for the attackers because of the ability on the bottom there. See how it says V? That is a strategic beacon. So this assault vehicle, you can drive and for free plant a strategic beacon, which I'll do here in a moment. We're going to go over to C2. Normally, those cost like 8,000 points, but in this vehicle, you can do it for free. So there it is. There's a strategic beacon. Our teammates can now respawn on that. And see how I'm getting points at the bottom there? Deploy at capture, or deploy at respawn vehicle. I'm getting points for every teammate that uses that respawn beacon. So it's really, really helpful in generating a ton of points. I'm really worried about these guys flanking here because this is just wide open. So let's actually block this with some cover. That's a little extra tip there. You can stack these covers and they'll completely block a doorway. All right, here's another vehicle. The, what is this one called? The LAVG, I don't know. But this one has a pretty powerful cannon. This is the most amount of vehicles I've ever taken out in a game. So I know that was a little bit of everything in this video, but I hope that it was a good introduction to what Delta Force is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hope to see you in the next one.